feel this way forever. I'm Tyron Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never.
What's going on, guys? Vezzy here, bringing you round 19 of the Formula 1 2016 career mode. We're here in Mexico, and I'm sorry this video is late. I did have it recorded back on Thursday, edited on Friday, and then I just forgot to put in the audio and haven't had time to do it. But here we are, straight into qualifying. It was a rainy practice, so we skipped practice. There was no point in it. We're on the end, or on our second flying lap. We set a 1:21.93, not exactly fast. We're on our third flying lap, and I believe that may have been our last one, or maybe we're going again, I'm not sure, but we're still in P22. We're well off the pace. There was nothing I could do to catch up. I was going green in a lot of the sectors, and then it was still P22, so I'm not sure what happened this race. I'm pretty sure I lost most of my pace through the middle sector. And as you saw, it was a manor in the way, and we're corner cutting a bit because I have no downforce whatsoever. I did go for the fast setup, so it may have it may have not given us the chance that we need in the middle sector, where it's the fast flowing corners, but we're coming across the line very shortly on our final lap. We're 7 tenths up, 8 tenths up, down to 4 tenths, and it's a 1:21.4, so we're still P22. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, but we're in the race now for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a nice sunny day. It's going to be a dry race, which I'm going to be thankful for. I'm not sure what we're going to expect. I'm hoping for at least a top 10 finish. I think it's possible. I think it is really possible to get the top 10 finish. But we just need a good start, and we're going to go for an extra fuel load, simply because it is a very long straight, so I need to use the rich revs as much as possible. And yeah, I just need the extra fuel. But here we are. We skipped formation lap and was right into the race. I forgot to do the lights. Well, away we go. We have the Manor trying to go down the inside of his teammate. We got the Sauber on the outside. We're going around the outside of Haryanto, looking because there is a gap right there. Now the Manor pushes us over. We're on the line. We're locking up our brakes, and we're just cautiously waiting for this to get through the corner perfectly and tidily. Yeah, the start of the race was good. As you can see, we got the better exit. We're getting the better traction. Ericsson is in our way. He's pushing us off. We're almost collided in the back of Ericsson and in the rear of Palmer. Going around the outside of Ericsson now. We are leaving him the room. He's leaving us the room. We've got the somewhat better traction. We're going to leave room for him. I know he's still there. And around the outside, and we get the better line. Ericsson just had to go much slower to give us some space. But now we're up into P19 already, and we're not even finished the first lap yet. We're halfway through. Palmer going very slowly behind the Sauber of Felipe Nasr. On the end of lap 1 almost, we're going down around the outside of Nasr. We're just leaving the room. I know he's still there. I don't want to take it get any risky going through that corner. I'm not even sure if that's a proper word. But anyway, P18, Palmer right behind us. Palmer in front of us, Nasr behind us. Ericsson looking to have a go on us. He has the slipstream, and so does his teammate of Felipe Nasr. We're getting the corner almost perfectly and a bit out of shape there. On lap 3 now, Palmer in front of us. We have a few cars. Look at this. Alonso, Bottas, Button. They all had a little bit of a tangle, going down the inside of the two McLarens, and Palmer's still there. I know he's still there. There he is. Having to give him the room to get through that corner, otherwise it would have been a Sergio Perez incident on Lance Stroll. Bottas now going fairly slowly. I was expecting him to be much faster, not back in P13, so very curious why he was this far down, but we're going to stay on board for lap 4 now. Still on the rear of Bottas, but that's going to be no longer, since we have DRS and slipstream to overtake him fairly easily, and rich revs as well. So down into P13 now. We've got a few cars ahead. Toro Rosso and a Renault and another Toro Rosso, it seems. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to have DRS again. Lap 6 now. Kvyat looking down to have a go on the inside into that corner. We get it done. He left the room, and now we're on the rear of Magnussen with Sainz, Massa, and I have no idea who that was in front of Massa, but our teammate Daniel Ricciardo is in the pits. A few cars wanted to go in the pits. I should have probably taken the outside line, but we did lose traction a bit and almost went into the pits ourselves. But that's P5 for us now. Perez ahead, Bottas behind. And we're going into the pits now on lap 7. We're going to lock the brakes to get as close to the pit limiter as possible. I believe that is a Ferrari of someone. I couldn't see who it was. But there we go. P7 still. Oh, sorry, not P7. We were on lap 7. Now P9. We're going to come out in some traffic. We got a pretty good pit stop from the Red Bull boys, so good work to them to get us out in some clean air. We got Grosjean in front of us, and I believe that is Massa behind us. So we came out in the middle of two cars. We're going to have better traction than Grosjean, but our tyres are not actually warm enough to get the traction. But here we go. Grosjean is no match for our fresher tyres, and that is P9 up for us. Hulkenberg in front and a few other cars very close ahead. Catching up to Hulkenberg, I believe we did pass. No, Hulkenberg passed Raikkonen. We're on the rear of Raikkonen on the end of lap 9. It is going to be very close on this main straight. I'm staying with them. I'm going to get the DRS on Raikkonen. Raikkonen's going to get the DRS on Hulkenberg. And it's just a matter of traction, slipstream, and DRS and the engine power. So here we are. Raikkonen having to go on Hulkenberg. We're going to have a go on Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg moves into our way. I'm not sure what just happened there. The stewards would be fuming at Hulkenberg for moving into our path. So yeah, that is it. We got past both of them. Thankfully, Hulkenberg did not take us out. And now we're on lap 11. In P5, Sebastian Vettel is ahead of us. We're going down the inside of Vettel, and we did lock up and almost took Vettel out. We almost did a Rosberg back in, I think it was Germany. Rosberg went down and just did not turn, and we almost had the same incident, but this time it was us locking up. Rosberg just did it on purpose. P4 still, we got Vettel coming back at us on the end of lap 11. We're going down the inside. We made a bit of contact with him, leaving the room for Vettel. I know he's still there, and Raikkonen right behind now. So I'm pretty much in the middle of the two Ferraris. We got Vettel. He is still there. He's starting to get away from us, but DRS and slipstream will help us catch up to Vettel. Raikkonen's going to catch up to us, and it's an easy pass to go past Vettel. Raikkonen having to go on Vettel in the mirrors, and the two are wheel to wheel into the first corner, and it's Raikkonen ahead of Vettel. And I believe that will change shortly, because Raikkonen on the end of lap 15, Raikkonen's right behind us. He's going to have DRS on us, and here comes Raikkonen in the Ferrari. He's moving to the inside, and there he goes, and then goes Hulkenberg and someone else. So this is, oh, maybe Hulkenberg's not going. No, Hulkenberg is on our inside, so we have to be very cautious. We made slight contact with Raikkonen. We're stuck on Raikkonen, and yellow flags are out. We got a legal overtake, so I'm going to have to let Raikkonen go past to get rid of that illegal overtake. But it seems that what happened was this game has a glitch of some sort where you can hook onto the back of a car and it's impossible to untangle yourself unless they go faster or you go slower, as we go past the debris. And then what happened was Hulkenberg and Vettel had an incident, so that pushed Vettel down to the back essentially, and now we lock up on the start of lap 17, coming through to the second sector. Raikkonen gets past us because of that huge lockup. We're going to go around the outside. Our tyres are fairly old. They're coming up to 10 laps old. Raikkonen gets the better exit, and we're going to corner cut a bit. No warning whatsoever, and we almost lost the end there. We almost had a gust of wind moment where the rear of the car just lost traction. I had that quite a bit most of this race after going on to the new softs. Just the rear of the car through the middle sector just lost it. Coming up to the end of lap 17 now, we're still right behind Raikkonen. This is for position 4. The other 1, 2, and 3, they are just well ahead. There's no way we're going to catch them. But this is for P4, for more points to stay fairly close to Lewis Hamilton. On the rear of Raikkonen with DRS and Slipstream, we're going to go past him. This is the final lap. This means everything. We need to stay ahead of Raikkonen. Locking up, going wide, and now we're locking up again, coming into the third corner now. We do get past him and we do stay ahead of him, and there we go. Lewis Hamilton has won the race. We got Raikkonen right behind us on the final corner now. We're losing the rear bit, but it's no match because we have successfully got P4. Not exactly the greatest after that qualifying. Like, it's a good position to get after that terrible qualifying, but it's going to really damage us, and we do need to win the next 2 races to have a chance at Lewis Hamilton. So at this stage, Lewis Hamilton is on his way to get a his first world champion, and I mean first by in this season. I know he's on his 3rd, but he's first in this season, so he's on his way to get his world championship drivers trophy. But at this stage, we are still there in the battle with him, and I believe it's just us 2 in the battle. As you can see, we're 33 points behind. That's 2 race wins, and we could easily get this driver standing. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this race, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.